On the INTJ temperament long form, the letters stand for I introvert, N intuitive, T thinking, J planning oriented. See a YouTube Shorts form of this paper. I introversion, an ability bordering on a desire to be happy while living alone and taking refuge in one's castle. N intuition based later, T thinking oriented later. J planning oriented, judging old style name. The preference here is towards planning in advance of action rather than experience life in the moment, which is the opposite P-type preference. Consider the situation where a J-type husband, or lover, and a P-type wife, or lover, decide to go on a long-distance trip to Florence, Italy to see the art museums and the historical sites. The J-type person is desirous of planning ahead, getting hotel and travel arrangements booked through a travel agent and being assured that when the two of them arrive everything is set up and ready. From the J-type person's perspective, this alleviates stress and worry about missed expectations such as bookings being oversold or tickets sold out. In direct contrast, the P-type person would rather just the two of them get on a plane, maybe even without passports, go, arrive, and act out of spontaneity in all subsequent events. No room at the inn? No problem, we will camp out in the woods, or the P-type will manifest a workable solution on the fly. Tickets sold out at the museum? No problem, the P-type will revel in the moment and find something equal of value. No rental cars available? No problem, the P-type will find a bicycle rental stand just around the corner. The issue here, the P-type lives in the moment and exercises a core element of his or hers intrinsic being in whipping up a solution on the fly, for any problem. For the P-type it is the journey, them together, which counts, while in contrast the J-type is destination-oriented. Both type desires are valid, good, and pertinent. The problem with this is when the J-type is also a native Enneagram 6, fear-based, or Enneagram 5, acting out in stressed fear as a 6, and finds that the P-type's spontaneous ability fails to perform when needed and the J-type is thrust into the position of having to fix whatever problem is at hand. A workable solution is for both to negotiate on shared responsibility. The J-type makes all of the travel and accommodation arrangements, allowing the P-type to decide on where to go and what to see after arrival and the first night's rest and sleep. This also requires that the P-type have enough valid experience with adequately living in the moment, and the J-type has enough trust in the P-type's experience and ability. NT as a combination Promethean. Scratch an NT and you will find a scientist. Criticize an NT and you might just find an enemy, or the NT might grudgingly agree with you on some specific situations. Proclaim that an NT is incompetent and you get a long-term enemy. For the NT is not about becoming or being into sensory activities. The NT is all about accumulating competencies in all areas of his or her interest. On the flip side of this, the NT is haunted with the fear of being found to in fact be incompetent. For older NT individuals, the fear of becoming less competent than when younger, is a major detriment to forming relationship. Being INTJ, there are three major attraction classes for you: ENFP, ISFP, and ESFP. ESFP is the danger attraction as it incorporates your complete opposite where you have little in common. Quibbles on this below. This danger attraction is bidirectional, they are as much danger to you as you are to them. This is the grouping for actor or actresses who thrive being out in the public spotlight on a daily basis. The ES combo can completely clobber your introvert and intuitive orientation. Performers, because of their business or career activities, tend to match up with other performers simply out of job or business activity, and being too alike tend to break up easily. Examples of ESFP people: Christy Brinkley, Justin Bieber. ISFP is a one-off from the ESFP danger attraction where you at least share an introversion bias, but ISFP, composers, tend to work and prepare in the alone space but are easily able to jump back into apparent extroversion mode when work is completed and ready for display. Lady Gaga, Brad Pitt. ENFP, the elusive NF, a much better matching where the common intuitive bias helps to override the other's tendency towards extroversion. For you, the common intuition bias is stronger than all of the other discriminants. The challenge for you is the NFP's desire to have a balance of their need for just go and do and your let's plan before going out. INTJ temperament can have a strong glue with Enneagram Type 5, observer. It is almost as if INTJ is one side of a coin and the other is Type 5, particularly more so if there is a so-called four-wing. That is, one cannot exist without the other, but INTJ is the driver over the Enneagram orientation. The two orientations are synergetic, they work together and reinforce each other, leading to an individual who is unlikely to be happy being in a long-term marriage or lover relationship. Such people are like Type 6 when operating in a fear-based stress situation and Type 8 when relaxed and operating at ease. Quibbles on temperament. Standard temperament theory posits that there are only 4 fully independent discriminants, i.e., NS, TF, and JP. There are extensions to the theory that suggest there are more than 4 discriminants. 1. Individual use of space, small living space or expansive in size, and 2. Individual use of time, early riser versus night owl. 3. Or the combo use of space-time bias like that of NF, NT, SP, or SJ. In this viewpoint, 2 people of the same type could get along well when there is a difference on the space-time bias. Likewise, 2 fully opposite types could get along well when they both have the same space-time bias. My personal belief is that there are other aspects of relationship compatibility dealing with astrology, birth charts, and NLP biases. 2 people could have the exact same temperament, leading to boredom, but have other differences in natal chart squares and opposites. Or 2 people could have little in common on temperament issues but have compatibilities in Enneagram type or planetary trines in the natal charts. The real driver about relationships is always about leftover past life issues. Prior to birth, the next life incarnation considerations provide setup for temperament and Enneagram selection, and natal chart characteristics. This is also likely true for NLP bias, where one is visually oriented, or prefers hearing, or is kinesthetic. The setup for 2 individuals, where there is a plan on meeting sometime somewhere, will be such that the temperament selection will support the visual attraction becoming strong, despite the conflict that will inevitably arise. This is the nature of the universe, past lives, and reincarnation.